that looks good. I think that's fine. Let me log in here.
Wait, one more. Okay.
Let me log in. Hello, good morning, everybody. Good day, everybody.
Good afternoon, too.
Oh, yeah.
All of the above.
All of the above. We're actually running behind a little bit today. Our inspection went a little longer than we thought. Miss Charlotte's on her way. And then we're just going to check and see that everything is working and you guys can hear us. Let me... Charlotte's on her way. And then we're just going to check and see that... All right. Yeah. So, yeah, I guess we are actually live. There we go.
Awesome.
Oh shit.
Cussing already.
I'm cussing already. Yeah. Yeah, I should not be cussing. But I'm going to add some information on here. We're going to get just... All right. So we have a chair in the middle for Miss Charlotte when she shows up. Okay, there we go. Well, Mr. Joey, how are you today?
Good. This is...
What is going on? What is that sound?
It's, I've been watching a lot of these ghost stories. Maybe there's like ghosts. Do we see orbs in here of some kind?
Orbs. What?
I like watching those true ghost stories where they reenact them.
Oh, there we go. So I turned it down. So if you guys can still hear us, let us know. Because what I had to do was actually mute the volume of the computer so you couldn't hear it on the podcast. So I do apologize. I know it's silly, but it's just those little things that we're trying to figure out. If there's anybody out there and you can hear us, give us a thumbs up because we're still waiting for Miss Charlotte. She's running behind. I know she was going to stop by and pick up tamales.
You didn't tell me tamales, really?
Right. Well, yeah. Hopefully she'll be bringing tamales. Yeah, it's a big story. She'll tell us when she gets here. How about we just get started for the day, everybody? Hi, I am Michael with Miguel Gómez. Miguel Gómez. Oh, sorry, the camera's over there. I don't know where I'm looking here.
Sorry, I'm looking at you. Are the tamales here?
Oh, no, she's here.
Perfect timing.
Hi. Happy Friday.
Oh, yes. Praise. I'll let you squeeze in
I love
there.
those colors.
Thank you.
Should I come in the middle? You should be in the middle.
You want me to be? Okay.
Come in the middle.
Be in the middle. Here's some water for you. Would you like a coffee or something?
I'm
You doing
good,
okay?
I'm good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So, Miss
You said
Charlotte.
something about tamales. I don't see how tamales
No, I
are.
didn't have time to pick that up. If not,
I'll see y'all later.
All right, everybody. So now we got it. So now the Miguel Gómez show has started. Now she's here. She's running behind. As realtors, we always make sure that we do everything at 100%. And she had an inspection that went way over. Yeah. It was a little over. So I'm going to introduce myself. I'm Michael with Costello Real Estate, part of the Miguel Gómez Advisory Group. Mrs. Charlotte. And today in the house we have Mr. Joey. Joey, tell us a little bit about you and where you're from.
Mr. Joey. I am Joey Kozinski from First International Title Company. Originally, where am I from? Chicago.
Oh, Chi-Town.
Chi-Town, windy, cold
It's
city.
always blowing there.
I moved here 9 years ago,
Oh,
and for the weather.
oh, like the rest of us.
Exactly. I mean, can you paddleboard or bike in the winter? In Chicago, you can't bike in the winter. So I came down here and worked in title ever since. So 9 years. I did do some work at a senior living community. Absolutely love seniors. And then also with kids with disabilities.
Okay.
And I call them kids. They're in their 20s, but now I do it
Compared
for
to us, they're
volunteer
kids.
work.
Yeah.
Well, that's because I'm 59. Oh, could you erase that? I didn't mean to tell you my age.
So you heard it here first. It's Joey Koliski from First Title International. Oh wait,
First International.
First International. He's 59 and single. Get at him. And it's his birthday soon.
Thanks for saying the single thing.
Okay, well, yeah, so like most transplants, Miss Charlotte, she came all the way from Europe to actually be here with us. No, she didn't. She
forgot
actually,
the tamales.
and she forgot the tamales. No, Joey's never gonna let her go. No, actually, it's a funny story about the tamales. Last night we were hanging out at Casa Hermes. We had a dinner out there yesterday, and it was a business dinner. Really interesting, because I know I'm just going to start somewhere different because of the fact that the tamales all entwined together. But we were at Casa Hermes entertaining a buyer, but they wanted to get the full experience of what Casa Hermes is, so the owners decided to do little finger foods or hors d'oeuvres, but it turned into a big old thing, which is awesome because firsthand they got to see what the house was, what the conversation with the owners, and again. We try, we do what we can, and I'm sure everybody's doing it too, but we really do think out of the box. If you're thinking of selling, buying, renting, we're here for you. We're really here for you. So we really go out on the limb to actually try to make sure that your property's selling, and it's actually being viewed a lot, right? We don't just put in an MLS and hope for the rest, and we ask for prayer from Facebook. Anyways, on that note, anything to say about last night briefly?
I thought it was interesting when that was our idea, and it was nice that the owner was like, sure, have them come in. Doesn't matter. We have, it's a guest house. We have guests here, so let them experience how it is because we're, it's selling as a business. And it's like you have to kind of navigate that whole like buyer-seller
relationship.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
and it worked out fine. It worked out perfect. It was an experience. The first you kind of they're a little scared to ask questions, but as the evening came on, the pool light turned on. The fabulous food, the carpaccio with the arugula, and you brought the prosecco, and I brought the fancy chocolates, and everything was just
It tied in.
Yeah.
I
To the
wouldn't know because I
experience.
wasn't invited.
Next time, right? We
I
have
love
to
food.
And I think that's the biggest thing that once you're selling in the millions, let's just talk more in the $1 million listings and properties. And this is we should probably wait that because that's actually one of the last things we actually talk about is real estate. But it's more about the experience, right? Because one of the things that we did that was fun, right? Tell us something fun. This is what happened to us yesterday. I thought it was great. I thought it was fun.
Over there?
Yeah.
Well, a lot of things happened, but what?
Well, no. My point of that, because we usually start with
Yeah.
topics and stuff,
Yeah.
but that was my thing. It's like
Yeah.
that's tell me something fun. That's what we did last night.
Yes.
It was fun. It was interesting. It was something that Miss Charlotte and I put together, and it worked.
Yeah.
I mean, even if whatever happens with the buyers, but it worked, and the outcome was exactly what we expected and what we wanted out of it.
Yeah, it's an experience because what I noticed today, buyers today are not jumping on something the moment they see something.
There's a lot of
and
options.
you need to have the experience and show them what a property can do for them, the neighborhood, all of that. So and then they can always still go and compare it with something else, but it's you do, like I said, thinking outside the box, arranging an evening soiree at the property and not just the regular open house. The open house was already good too.
Yeah, the open
Because
house was good. Don't get us wrong.
That
But
was fun because but then now the people go and see a property one time. You know that yourself. And then the first time you talk to people, you forget. Oh, I didn't look at that other room. Oh, was there a hallway going that way? So that happened yesterday,
Yeah.
and because we already know the property, and the sellers know, but the buyers don't.
Yeah.
And so, when back again with the glass of Prosecco, walked through the whole place and re-explained things, and it was that
they got the experience though. It's great.
Visualize things.
Right.
So yeah. So I think that's why, and I just enjoyed actually that whole transaction, even up to be with our sellers.
Yeah.
Like it's that whole relationship that you're
right.
And then themselves want to. Sorry to interrupt. You were saying?
No, I was just going to say the home is beautiful. I love the light.
You've been there.
Yes, as soon as you walk in, there's
the
the
light.
light. I'm big on light. When
Lots of windows,
my home
the
has
plants.
absolutely gorgeous. The pool, everything.
Yeah.
And one of the things that they were trying to do is actually integrate the business that these gentlemen are bringing from Baltimore, right? So they're looking for something here in Wilton Manors area, so they can actually start, branching out to Florida. And so, Miss Charlotte and I created this little plan that we proposed to them. Like, look, this is how you can do an acquisition, and then how does this all fit in together? And that's what we did. We brought that experience to life. It's like, okay, how do we take your business and this business and merge them, and it becomes one business? And that's what we did. That experience last night, that's why it was so amazing. I was exhausted by the end, but it was actually a really good experience for me.
Because we learned from it too.
We learned from it too.
Yeah, we learned from it.
Okay.
I think, that's it.
On that note, hi everybody. So let's get this started. All right. So usually I send out just brief questions. So today we're actually going to start with Mr. Joey today. So usually what we start is tell us something fun in the area that you like to do or like to experience or want them to experience, because these are to the people that are coming in.
Nothing. I'm kidding. Come on, I moved here from Chicago. My favorite thing to do is bike. You call it cycling, but I'm not on the street. I love to go out in the Everglades and just bike on the gravel paths. I'll do maybe 40, 50 miles in one day.
Really?
I love it. There's no sound whatsoever, no music, nothing. Just you have to look ahead on the path, because sometimes there's a snake on the path, and you'll hear me scream. That's the only noise that you get out there.
Is that what they call the levee out there by Marquette?
Yes. Yeah, you
Yeah.
can cycle along the levee. I also go in Parkland. There's
Parkland, yeah. I cycle out there.
secluded area and it's amazing out there. I love it. So that's one of my favorite things to do out here. And we were talking about paddle boarding.
Paddleboarding, yeah.
I want to do that too.
I have 2 paddle boards.
Yeah.
I have you too.
So
Two, you have two.
Oh, I was
That's
gonna say,
nothing.
you're a
We need
swimmer.
We need one more person to volunteer, one more person that wants to hang out with us, because you got to know, this guy's crazy, I'm a little nuts, she's really nuts.
Wait, that made me sound like the craziest here. You're right.
Well, he was telling me he likes to swim with sharks, believe it or not, going
believe
past
that.
the buoys. I don't go past the buoys, he goes past the buoys.
But with my paddleboard, I go past there, and there's times I sit there and I just lie out there. Oh, here's a fun story. I was lying out there one time, and all of a sudden I heard a helicopter, and I opened my eyes, and I looked up, and there's the Coast Guard, and the guy was leaning over, and he thought, who did old guy out here? Is he dead? So gave me a thumbs up, and I'm like, I'll never forget
I just
that.
had too many tequilas.
So that was fun, and I didn't have my phone, because that would have been a cool video or camera. And after that, I'm thinking, wait, maybe I should bring my phone out here.
Yeah.
in
Oh,
case
yeah.
something.
You think so?
Yeah.
Oh my God! You need to take a safety course. All right. Tell me something fun, Miss Charlie. What happened to you? It's Friday. Something fun must have happened this week.
Top my shark story.
Oh my
No,
God.
just kidding.
By the way, I love your necklace.
And
Oh,
my,
look
my
at that.
frog.
Oh, it's a
Cool.
frog. I honestly
This-
thought it was
this is-
boobies and 2 legs.
This is a lucky frog. This is a real from Colombia.
I'm seeing what you're seeing too.
You know the Colombian. You can whatever you want to see.
I see a frog now. I'm just joking. I see the frog. And I see your name tags on backwards too.
Oh really? Well, over there will probably show the right way. That's fine. At least I can.
Well, I was going to do a handstand
I
later.
can see my name.
And we'd be
Backwards.
good. Wait, tell us your fun story now.
So you didn't. Oh, so my fun story. Oh,
Fun
gee.
story yesterday.
For this, from yesterday.
No, just in general this week.
I had so many.
Well, that video you sent me looked pretty fun of you and your friends
Oh my
horsing
God!
around.
In the park.
No,
Yeah. That's again me in the us in the park. That was yeah. So it was fun. Yeah. So I have we went to the State Park with my friends and. So did my friends have nice tennis shoes and I just had flip-flops that day. So we got into an intersection, a section in the woods that had water because that was
standing
my time.
water. Yes,
Yeah, so they go like, oh, we have to walk around, we have to go back, and I'm like, no, we're
Nope.
not.
And she sends me videos.
So that day, we did the piggyback ride.
Piggyback.
And they were all, laughing and squeaking, and they were like, this is the first time I went on a piggyback since I'm, teenager.
And you're like, oh, God, I can't do it again.
Luckily they're littler than you. Can you imagine if they were bigger?
Yeah, no, it was like it was easy for me, but they were worried because I had my flip flops, and I have them. I carry them through the water, the other side. So
See, the one with the flips. Flip-flops one.
Yeah, so it's just fun. Florida is so much fun.
Yeah.
We do have stressful situations,
Yeah.
but then we have the balance
Yeah,
of
yeah.
the
Well,
nature, the ocean.
The stressful situations you're talking about, hurricanes.
Oh.
That excites me
Oh,
when
no.
we get windy weather
I'm not
like
even
that.
talking about hurricanes.
No.
I was talking more about jobs like.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
So that things that we get stressed in a.
We don't use those words here, buddy.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? That happens in Colorado, man.
Oh my God, never here.
Never here.
Yeah, I've been here 24 years, so I've gone through a few storms. They're getting better and better.
Yeah.
So Florida's getting better because every time we have one, people know how to
Oh,
prepare.
ahead of time,
you have
definitely.
time to prepare. Almost every house now has impact windows, and new. So I think it's getting. Not that
You're
it's
safe
not,
just sitting home.
Not that it is, off the hook, but we're just getting better.
Yeah.
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 So I didn't even think about hurricanes.
Well, that's actually fun that you actually did that little video because it actually was hilarious. I was actually sitting in a meeting when I saw it and I started giggling. I was like, oh my God, what are they up to? She's going to throw her damn back out again. Anyway, so something fun that happened to me this week is actually my best friend from Colorado is actually here, Mr. TJ Tadias. And he came down here to spend his birthday with me, and it's been fun. It's always fun and interesting and delightful, and es una loca. It's all I can say. Es una loca esa perra. And I leave it at that. Moving on. All right, Mr. Joe, we're moving right along. What is your favorite restaurant? Where?
My kitchen. Okay, restaurant, because I love to cook.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm
So you
single.
heard that, all you
I'm
valuable
single and I
men.
love to cook.
Are you single bachelorettes? He loves to cook.
I'd have to say Fat Boys because I like sushi, and
Interesting.
I like the atmosphere.
Mm-hmm.
So I like the atmosphere there.
The one on Federal?
Yes,
Oh, okay.
yeah, it's really cool.
Pat Boys, right?
Fat boys.
Fat Boys.
Fat boys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
PH,
yeah.
Like fat, but Pat.
Yeah, there is a Fat Boys, but that's a burger joint. There's
Yeah.
Fat Boys, the actual sushi place. So keep that in mind. The one that's across from LA Fitness and what is that hardware store? That manly hardware store.
Is it still
I
there?
would never be there.
Yeah, that wouldn't either. Anyways, it's on Federal, but
I didn't even know there were any hardware stores left.
yeah, there's actually Freight Train or something like that. So I second that. So if you ever go to that one in Fat Boys, not my favorite. It is one of my favorites. That's my favorite thing to go on Friday evenings with my roommate. But my favorite person there is Wim. He is just hilarious. He's happy as hell. And he's,
You're talking about.
yeah, and he always sees me coming, and he's just
Hello.
like, "Yes, hello." And he's like, "Oh my God, do you remember last time you were here?" I'm like, "I
Yeah.
don't." Dude, like, you were really drunk. I'm like, "Oh my God, that happened a year ago."
But
You know,
that's what makes a restaurant good. Not only the food, but when
the
they
people.
remember you
Yes.
and they come instead of saying
So
hi,
tr-
how you doing?
So true. So
I,
true.
I love it.
you should. We should go in there together. It's a shoot. It really is.
They'll say, "Oh no,
Oh
lock
no,
the
these
doors."
guys! Oh shit! I always tell them, put me somewhere. When I go in with friends to places. I'm like, and I see it like, can you put us somewhere where there's no kids because we're gonna be naughty. I'm like, it's gonna get crazy, it's gonna get loud. But
In the parking lot.
In the parking lot, right? Go away. All right, Miss Charlie.
Like we had the parking lot, the lunch this week.
Oh, I was just gonna tell you. Tell me
Yeah.
your favorite restaurant. Something you did, something you tried this week, something new, something different.
Actually this week I went to one on Las Olas by it's called the boat house on the river.
Yes, heard of that one. Yeah.
Jonathan invited me. It was nice. We ate at the bar.
Roommates again.
The roommate.
Not roommate, just friend.
So that was my new one because on Las Olas I just like Louis Bossi's. I mean, it's just
that's the name of it. I was trying to remember yesterday. I was trying to tell somebody that restaurant yesterday, and I couldn't remember Louis Bossi's. Louis Bossi's. I got to remember that because I was telling them about the country fried steak. No, they on Saturdays they have that.
Country fried steak.
On Sundays they
Bob
have
Evans or something.
Huh?
We have Bob Evans down on the farm. You know Bob Evans restaurant? Okay, that was a joke.
No,
Never mind.
a joke. It's
All
before my
some
time.
people hopefully will
Anyways,
laugh,
yeah. Sometimes I don't get his humor. Anyway, so the boat. So I've heard about that place.
It's nice because it's on the water. People like things.
Did
on
you
the
have to
water.
wear?
No. It was not, especially at the bar. So it was fine. I had a salmon. I had like a salmon with bok choy, and a glass of wine with it, a super Tuscan. And it was delicious. It was good, yeah.
Ooh.
At this time, I didn't get a parking ticket.
Oh my God! I'm so full of parking tickets. I'm just like, Jesus Christ.
No, it wasn't not a parking ticket. What I overpaid last time I went to Las Olas.
Oh my God!
So instead of putting 90 minutes, I put 90 hours, and I could not delete it. So I paid for 90 hours, I
would have pulled out my beach chair.
She paid 90 hours.
That's it was like $200.
Focus, Miss Charlotte, focus.
Next time, just valet. It's cheaper.
Oh my God!
I could have done showings all week on Las Olas.
Oh my God! You know what's funny is actually we went down to also in Las Olas area, and actually I paid through one of the paying apps, but I got one of the numbers wrong. It was like 983, and it was 986. But I had paid, and then they send me to Colorado.
Yeah.
They send me to Colorado the ticket. I had Colorado license plates. Yeah. And then it's been now like 3 months, 5 months, whatever, 6 months.
So now it's late.
So now it's been really late.
To Colorado,
come back. It's like
your $200 parking.
But I paid though,
yeah.
And that's the thing. I called them. I said, "Hey, I paid." He's like, "That's not our problem. You paid for somewhere else, not where you're at."
Oh.
I'm like, okay.
Oh.
Thank you.
And I let Colorado pay for that one. I'm not paying for it. Anyways. On my end, I'm going for restaurants. This week, actually, we've done, since TJ's been here, we've had a couple restaurants. But have you ever done that restaurant right there next to, it's called, I had it and I lost it, Sabishi. It's actually the Peruvian place right there, 38th, Walgreens, Sabishi is right there in the corner. It is so good.
Yes.
Hey! Domestic abuse. It's actually really good.
Yes.
It's actually, I'm not going to lie to you. I go in there and order the ceviche. That's what it's called, ceviche, right?
Yes, ceviche.
It is actually really good. And then they give you these little nuts that you like eat beforehand, and they're salted and lemony, and it was really good. And it is priced. Like they had this thing called the huarache or something like that. It's a nice long flank. Ooh! And then they have their Peruvian drink. Have you ever had the Peruvian drink?
No.
Oh my God! It has like egg on top of it, or it's what is it? It's like a Peruvian drink.
Sounds interesting.
It is so yummy. Like you sit and you sip and sip and otro.
Is it alcoholic?
See, yeah. It's actually made out of cane.
Sugar cane.
Sugar
Also,
cane.
it's
I might
Sweeter
be-
drink.
Huh?
like the Cubans have the mojito. Like
It's their own rendition of something.
So what's the name of the restaurant? It's
Ceviche.
And so it's 38 and Andrews.
Well, no, it's Andrews. No, it's Andrews and Oakland Park. Andrews in
Oh,
Oakland Park,
all right.
right next to my favorite bakery right there. Yeah. That.
Oh, no, just kidding.
I'm like, now I'm flinching. So it's right next to. It's
Don't
right
mention
next
anything I
to.
like.
It's right next to Oakland Park Juicery and Coffee Shop, the one we spoke about last week, the one in the corner. So that's one of my favorite places. I love that place. That's actually the first place I visited when I actually came down here. But it's right next door. We should go there.
Okay.
Yeah, we should,
Let's go.
put on the list of everything else that we're going to be visiting.
Let's go.
We have so many places to visit, so many people to interview. All right, moving on. I know, because we've been on for a little bit. So, Joey, I know you're a coffee person, so tell us about a favorite coffee spot that you like.
Favorite coffee spot.
And don't say your damn house.
You know me, I'm going anywhere, right? I would have to say I enjoy going to Maggie's.
We were there last night.
Last
Yeah,
Friday.
yeah, we did our thing last
Yeah.
Friday, our
Yeah.
podcast.
Yeah. Not just for the coffee, but for the pastries and the food.
Oh, that
the pastry.
chocolate one, the
Which one?
gluten-free.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
I-
Yeah. It's
They
very
have a
cool.
lasagna cake.
Lasagna.
Everything is amazing there.
Yeah.
And they're both foreigners for different countries. I
Yeah.
believe is. Oh God.
I forget.
Anyways,
But they're
I
super
can't. I
nice.
can't pronounce it.
And that's another place where you go and you
I think
walk
it's
in and people
European,
know you.
right?
Yeah, they're both Europeans.
Yes, they are.
Yeah.
The gentleman's Ukrainian. The other one's Lithuanian or.
Lithuania.
Yes, look, yeah, algo así, nah. But the cool part about it is that they know how to make it flat white, and just we've been tweaking
Another
them.
fat one.
Another fat white, yeah. There's a bunch of oops. So that's the one thing that they do know how to make is actually a flat white from New Zealand, and they know exactly how to do it, and that's the fun part that they understand that part. So I agree with you. I kudos Maggie's. I love that place. That's where I take clients. It's a fun place. They actually have car shows there as well once a month. That's
I
pretty
saw
cool.
that, yeah,
The young guy that's there, he's been trying to get them going. We've been trying to do some stuff there as well. You know, we're always trying to support local people. We're from Oakland. All of us are from the Oakland Park area. I think you are too, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, so he's also from
Palm
Oakland.
Beach.
He's like, oh no.
Sarasota.
So coffee shops that I actually tried this week. I did try a new coffee shop. Well, maybe it's not a new coffee shop because it's actually been around for a while. It's actually they're in Flagler. It's on Flagler. It's actually called the Well Shop, Well Shop Coffee, and it's really cool because actually when you walk in, they're actually roasting their own coffees. You can smell it, and it's really cool. That's my go-to on Track Tuesday. That's where my partner, and I go to. My teammate, not partner.
It's my favorite coffee.
My training partner. That's where we've been going, and it's actually really good.
Yeah.
And you can smell it when you go in there.
That's,
It's just
the
that's
roast.
the right, yeah.
Yeah, so
You
it's-
smell the roast, yeah.
Yeah.
You know who needs a coffee shop? Which area?
No.
It's Dixie. Dixie and 38, where where there's funky
No way.
Buddha.
No way.
There's no coffee. There used to be Stitch, but we were just talking about we
That's
we
right.
have our yoga there, and then you finish yoga, and everybody's like, oh, we don't have a coffee shop in the area, so they need one. If somebody wants to open a coffee shop on Dixie,
We work with commercial too, FYI. We work with commercial too, but
Yeah.
go ahead.
yeah.
Yes.
They need. I've been thinking a lot, and now they have that new building there, the Sky Building.
Oh,
It's
that whole area.
They need a coffee shop.
I'm sure something's in the works. We probably should look at who's being pulling permits and see. Maybe don't jump the guns. Always make sure you do your research because you don't want to just have this fantastic idea and then
Yeah.
these corporations come in and just wipe you out because that's how us
Starbucks.
mom and pops get
Yeah.
wiped out because
Good-
we don't
good
do our due
point.
diligence.
That's
Yeah.
why support your local businesses.
I always support your local businesses. I'm local and I'm a business.
He's local.
No, not that type of local.
Oh, there you go.
Local business.
Well, I used to own a restaurant years ago outside of Chicago, fast food restaurant, and then when these big guys came around and McDonald's offered 39-cent hamburgers, I was like,
Yeah.
Wow.
how do you compete with
Yeah.
that?
You don't.
So
That's,
you gotta support your locals.
yeah. We
Local.
try locals. Yeah. All right, Miss Charlotte, coffee shop.
Yeah, well, so I wanted to say where we needed one, but
Okay, so now you already talked about coffee
yeah.
shops.
I like the one at my house. Just kidding.
Cut her off. She already talked to her
After
coffee
yoga,
shop.
I'm done, right?
She's done. You snooze, you lose. I got my favorite coffee mug.
What does it say?
What does it say?
Oh, okay. Oh,
Carnaval and Gómez.
Carnaval Gómez.
nice.
And I was going to bring Joey, actually, one of our riding shirts or trick shirts, and I totally spaced it off. I left it on the counter.
Nice.
I'll give it to you next time I see you.
That's good.
But he did bring me mine.
The
Yeah,
same way as me with my tamales.
Yeah, tamales.
Oh, yeah, and I did-
So everybody
Yes,
forgot
I was-
something.
I was-
Let's take a break for a second before I ask the next one. There's a bag on the side that Joey brought for us.
Oh, wow.
We did this event, Women Rock, so everything was pink.
Yeah,
Pink. I even had a pink vest on. So we gave out candles.
Oh my god, I love candles.
And
Do they smell?
sure.
Look at that.
See, look at First International title.
Okay,
There's
so
our logo. There's our
First
logo.
International
Nice.
logo.
Is it? I don't see it. Oh, nice.
Here,
I love it.
But it was just a cute little thing, and then we also handed out
Oh, those are nice.
pink fans.
Oh.
Oh, there you go from when we get our hot flashes.
I'm so
I was
hot.
having a hot flash last night. Well, thank you for the gifts. That's actually really nice. Yes, and that's the one thing about you know when we're going to start inviting people in and stuff. You know, it truly is about supporting one another. It's not about seeing competition in anybody. Yes, we use different vendors. We use different companies. And Joey's been very kind to us. And when I met Joey, he actually invited me to several of his classes, and he has some really cool stuff going on. If you ever want to know a little bit more about how to really target and pinpoint, a certain demographic in certain areas and regions or part of the cities and towns, gets really freaky. He actually has a app that they're using to be able to target very specific to whatever it is that you're trying to seek out as a realtor.
Right.
Okay.
I teach workshops.
Yeah, so-
I teach workshops, and I do one-on-ones also. It's
Yeah.
called Title Toolbox. Amazing.
Yeah.
We have so many amazing tools.
So just remember, people, and this is for all of us, right? Because I don't want to say that we've been burned, because that's really harsh, but sometimes it just feels really shitty when we give so much and then they just decide to do something else with someone else or take it upon themselves. So remember, if you are seeking out services and people have been giving services to you and helping you out, don't go around their back. Use them, That being said, I think that it's just something that I appreciate what people do for you. God knows that we've done our share of help and stuff, and we can, and we will keep doing it, But we're all professionals,
Yeah.
We all professionals, and we appreciate everybody. And if we're doing something for you, they're doing something for you. Use them at least once in a while. Throw them a bone. Throw us a bone. Throw everybody a bone. And that's
Use in
what-
a good way, not like, oh, I just used him.
Yeah. That's correct. Use their services, and we all work really hard for people and stuff. Anyways, on that note, what do you do to take care of yourself? You already told us a little bit about that, but what else do you do just for your mental health? I know that you're just as stressed as we are about real estate, about the buys and the sells, and where everything is.
Yeah.
What do you do to take care of your psyche?
I wake up early every morning. I'm not the type of person that says, oh my God, I'm running late. I wake up early. I have a cup of coffee. I meditate. I relax. I go on Duolingo and practice my Spanish. I'm going on 2 years. I still don't know how to speak Spanish. Okay?
¿Cómo estás?
No, I'm just kidding. Bien, gracias. But that relaxes me for the beginning of the day. And when I start my day, if I have a workshop or a class that I'm teaching and I get stressed, I start getting stressed, I just relax. And instead of, it's what stresses you is thinking about, oh, this will go wrong, that'll go wrong. I don't think that. I think about how amazing everything's going to be.
I love that. Great
And
tip, yeah.
I just put that picture in my mind. And I love to sit out in the yard with my dog. And I have tons of flowers out there, and it just relaxes me.
Oh.
I love that.
Yeah, so
Oh.
that's my relaxation.
You sound just like her. She always tells me about stuff like that.
Yeah.
Well, and I have a glass of wine while I'm sitting out there. And
At 5 in the
Good
morning.
morning.
At 5 in the
No,
morning.
I'm talking at night. Well, maybe
Oh, like wait, at 5 in the morning.
in the evening.
Okay.
On college days, no, I would still be
Really
sleeping.
want to relax.
But no, in the evening, it's just so relaxed, and it winds down the day.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds
Let me just have my vodka here. Leave me alone. No, just kidding.
Miss Charlie, how do you take care of your psyche?
Well,
What are your
you
thoughts?
kind of similar to
Copycat.
Joe. What is early for you? What time is
6 o'clock.
Oh, okay, yeah, yeah. I mean, that's me too. I guess all of us, because you know, in the morning it's so quiet. It's like that.
The world
It's
hasn't
that
waken up yet.
time, the time that no one is up, and I mean, you know, I don't have anybody else in the house that would bother me, but it's still nice. Yeah, same. You know what I just started doing? I on YouTube I watch. Sorry for doing this. I started to do this. It's not qigong, but qigong too. One is qigong. I tried qigong now besides my yoga. Now it's another one. It's called lymphatic drainage exercise. Oh my God! It was I did a 10-minute one. It looks so easy. I mean, I literally got a little dizzy from doing it. So, and then afterwards, I felt so good. It like
I
I
have
felt.
to try that.
Yeah. So I'm following this lady now, and there, I think she's so good, and so many people started doing it that they requested more.
What is it called?
It's called lymphatic drainage.
Maybe I'll replace my 5 o'clock in the morning glass of wine with and do that.
I think we should.
That sounds really interesting.
You can replace your coffee doing that. I'm telling you, I was really energized. I literally felt how it flushed my body. It got a little hot.
Yeah.
You know, and I was like, hey, I didn't exercise. It was not exercise. It's certain moves that go from the top to bottom. And said, gee, that's like, it really changes, you know. So it's like you have to change up exercise. Yeah. It's not even exercise, but change up routines. Change up, you know, one day wake up 5, one day sleep in if you need to. Walk in, you know, sit in your backyard or meditate. I think it's just doing those things keeps your sanity.
Yeah.
And then you're so much better at work, you know. You have your, and I didn't do it for 2 days. I didn't have my me time, and I was not feeling well.
Yeah, you definitely need that.
Yeah.
So on that note, as an ex, you know, athletic professional, what she's speaking of is something that could be very intense. So when you are actually doing anything lymphatic, which is actually what, it's just a lot of the cortisol that's built in your body because of stress. It's hormonal. Make sure you start on something really easy, because like she said, like Miss Charlotte said, it can actually get you lightheaded because it's a lot of breathing exercises. You're upside down a lot depending on the positions and stuff. So just be very cautious, okay? So just make sure that when you start anything new like that, just make sure you start in the beginner, not like episode 100 where it's advanced, okay? So just keep that in mind.
Especially limbs,
Yeah. She's very experienced in many areas. So, but for all you people that you want to start something new, just start in the beginning, okay? And that's just coming from an ex-professional athletic trainer. So that's my 2 cents for that.
Yeah, I agree with that.
And then, what do I do to take care of myself? Oh, Lord, baby Jesus, where do I start? I wake up at 4 a.m. every morning. I give my dog some kisses, and then right now I've been just very busy. You know, lately I've been extremely overwhelmed with what's going on with life and business and economic and then more personal, but I don't worry about that till after I'm done doing what I need to do for myself. Every morning I run or I cycle or I swim or I combine both of them, and that's just been a whole nother thing for me. You know, that's how I take care of my you know, I am talking to a therapist now, but that's another deal. But what I'm doing right now, and it's exciting because a month ago, do you remember when I was learning how to swim? I've learned how to swim.
A month ago? I
Yeah.
thought you were like a professional when I see you on these videos. You
Well,
were like-
it looks like I'm a professional for the camera. I look like
I
a
know,
professional.
I'm like,
And then with the camera and stuff, like, whoa,
and then I saw those little floaties on his arm pop up.
Yeah, so like it's been such a great experience to learn how to do a whole nother discipline, because it really takes me out of my head and actually it focuses something completely different muscles, different energy systems, just the approach of everything. And I'm trying to figure out what's going on with my body, like why is this happening? Why is it this and this? And being that my degree in athletics, like it allows me to just go back and understand the mechanics of my body. So that's what's been going on with me. And I have a race on Sunday, and I am excited because my swim was where I was struggling, but my swim has actually gotten so much better. So what I'm saying is, I'm gonna give people hell. I'm going in there. I want to win. I want the W. I will be there to win. I am there to take it. And so if you want to come out, Bill Bowen, Sunday morning. This starts at 7:45 in Lake Worth. Come out. Lake Worth.
So it's up north.
Yep. So that's where we'll be.
Are you
and,
swimming in the lake?
I'm not sure.
I don't
Is that
think
lake?
so. No. You cannot. I don't know. You cannot.
No, it's the ocean.
Lake Worth, the ocean.
Yeah,
So up
yeah.
north, right.
Oh, it's Lake Worth Beach. Yeah. And then after that's Las Olas, and then after that's the big one. I have Panama City, and that's the I believe that's an Olympic or half Ironman. It's a half Ironman. I still get them all confused. But anyway, so that's how I take care.
Fun.
That's how I take care of my psyche. Is actually, I do a lot of athletics, and that's how I keep myself grounded and keep pushing forward. Out of trouble, correct. On that note, though, we're getting ourselves into trouble tonight, and I forgot to mention. So my friend TJ's in town, and so I'm gonna take him to Tropics, and we're gonna go have martinis. I'm gonna have one though. I'll have one because I have to get up tomorrow to ride.
One while you're waiting for him.
And then another while he gets there. And then if somebody else wants to buy me another one, just one more, por favor. Another one. Oh, Lord. Yes, Tropics at 6 p.m. If you're watching, that's where we'll be. Interviewing the locals. That's all we're going to be doing is interviewing the locals. All right.
What are you doing, Joey, tonight? Are you going there too?
No, I actually may go to drink and have a
drink?
Yeah.
Here in Bolton Manors?
Well, join us at 6 if you're around.
Let's see.
Yeah, it'll be fun. It's just a few of us.
Just one.
Just
Oh,
one.
yeah,
Just
that's the episode. We'll see.
All right, tell us something simple, easy about real estate. What are your thoughts of everything that's going on right now? Tell us what might just happen, and just nothing really that's concrete data that somebody's going to correct us. Something. What are your thoughts? What's happening?
Scared. No.
I know somebody, because there's always somebody there. You're wrong. That this is where everything's at. Just give us something simple, something that's
Something simple. My way of thinking. Okay. Everybody talks about interest rates, what have you. I just keep a positive attitude. I'm building my foundation. I'm teaching classes, workshops,
Focus
and
on your business, huh?
yeah. And when it happens, I'm there. And I've taught people from my workshops, our apps, and all the tools that we have. So right now, I'm stressed because a lot is not going on. So all I have to say is I'm just keeping focused.
Yeah. So on that note, so yesterday we had a meeting at the office, and you'll be happy to know that majority of the agents here reported that we're seeing an increase of showings now.
Buyers,
And buyers. So what that means, and that there was like 20 or 30 of us in here, and so keep in mind that things are picking up. Just remember that. Okay.
Yeah.
Miss Charlotte.
True. I mean, I just from the I came out from a home inspection. We got also just an offer on one of our listings. Spoke to that buyer's agent today. She's a Boca agent, and I asked her how is business for her, and she says the same thing. It picked up, so it's definitely picking up. Regardless what's going on, these people need a home. Regardless of what's going on, so there's always somebody moving, downsizing, relocating, renting. So yeah, it's and I think just that little bit of the interest rate went down. We had we're now below 6%, so just that little one already helped. And so we just do your meditation, sleep. Get your good night's sleep, to balance your life, and be ready for your clients, because we are definitely seeing an uptick.
Yeah.
With better prices too. So, like there's all those price corrections. I think that's it's helping.
On that note, my tidbit of real estate, and keep in mind what I say, take it for a grain of salt. It is very minimal, and it's so sad sometimes with this price correction that's happening. I wake up or I go away for a couple hours, come back and look at my emails, and you see in Zillow, price reduction. I get emails like crazy. I wake up to like 30 price reductions in one morning, and it's like, the thing about it is that when you're using a realtor, and I hope you truly are paying attention and listening to what they're advising. We're advisors for a reason. We are here to help you navigate what's going on in the market. If we say this is where your property should be listed, that's probably where it should be listed. That's based on what the software, all the information, all the professionals that we hang out with. But if you're looking at for yourself and say, well, I think that this is what it's worth, it's going to sit on the market for a while.
Yeah.
And then we're going to see price reduction. And at the end of the day, we're there 6 months later and still reducing the price. So if you keep in mind, the market is going to determine how much we sell your property for. We're not going to. That's not us. It's truly the market, the buyers.
Yeah.
So keep that in mind. All right.
Sure.
On that note, that was very heavy. Oh! Again, Joey, thank you for joining us today, Mr. Joey.
Thanks for my jersey that you forgot.
Well, I'm going to show something that he brought me, though. So just to end it on a fun note. So this is what I'm going to do.
Wait, can I tell this quick story?
Yeah.
One of my friends got this for my birthday like 5 years ago, and it's called a Nasty Pig brand, and he got me these shorts that are like right up to here, which I wear. And I never wear this because it's a cutoff shirt. And I'm like, I ain't got my tummy hanging out of a cutoff shirt, and I thought of him. So
I will be wearing this. If you want to come down to Tropics tonight around 6, I will be wearing this for free drinks. And like you said, it is a crop top. I'm not going to wear it tonight to Tropics. But thank you for the gifts, and thank you for everything. Thank you for joining us.
I love those candles.
Thanks, you guys, for inviting me. I appreciate it.
Awesome.
So next week we will have also another special guest. He is well known in the community. He's been around for a long time. I don't want to say his name just yet because it's a celebrity appearance. But he comes with lots and lots of knowledge.
Barry Manilow?
Yes. Da-da! Anyway, so we will see you next week, Joe. We will see you next week. On that note, you guys have a good evening.
All right.
Have a wonderful
Good
Friday.
night.
Thanks.
I love it.